What is the biggest surprise so far that you've encountered?
Well, the biggest surprise of the day for me was on the offensive line. Spencer Burford starting at right guard. I didn't see that coming. He was not the starting right guard in minicamp and OTAs. Brunskill's been out. He had some type of injury. He was rehabbing from some type of offseason cleanup surgery. They didn't make it seem like it was a big deal, but he was not the starting right guard today. Spencer Burford was. He just turned 22. And you know what Brunskill was doing? He was Jake Brendel's backup. Actually, I don't even know how to pronounce Jake Brendel's name because Kyle Shanahan said Jake Brendel the other day. So I think no one really knows how to pronounce his name. That's a bad sign. Anyway, Brunskill's his backup, at least for today.
Maybe the biggest surprise is how to say his name. That's
Jake
what it sounds
Brendel.
like to me. Was Donovan West around at all? Where was he at?
You know, I mean, he's around. He's playing with Brock Purdy like he should be. He's an undrafted free agent. They haven't vaulted him up the depth chart yet, but they have with this rookie. I mean, this is the rookie to sort of watch for. Like Ty Davis Price, we all expect he's going to be a major contributor right now, but he's playing with third stringers, which is fine. I mean, there's no rush with a rookie. When a rookie all of a sudden is starting on day one of camp, you're like, fourth round pick? What did he do? And it's not so much maybe him, but also like what else they have at the position. I just thought Daniel Brunskill was like maybe entrenched there. And if they were going to move him to center, they'd move him there to start. But Brunskill's like, maybe he's just like they're easing him back into action. And right now, you know, maybe that's it. But right now, it looks like Spencer Burford is the right guard.
See, this was a concern of mine, right? Like everybody talked about Banks, this is his first year starting, Brendel, all those things. And while, yes, there is some shakeups, it's a little bit of a concern. To me, the biggest concern is that I felt like the 49ers really feel like they have a lot of players and they've got to figure out who actually is going to be their starters. I feel like they're throwing spaghetti against the wall, seeing what sticks, and then they're going to take the best players at each position. But what happens to the continuity? How do they protect Trey Lance? Continuity along the offensive line is a very, very big thing. How are they going to gain that during this short session before they start a season? That's concerning.
They won't. But it's interesting. It's like they're trying to evaluate and project with these unknown offensive linemen in practices with no pads. So they think they like things about Spencer Burford. They haven't even seen him in pads yet. But I can see what they like about him. I mean, just looking at him, he looks like he could play guard or offensive tackle. He looks really athletic, which is not something you see a lot in the NFL at offensive line. The athletes are on the defensive line most of the time. And when you see them in the one-on-one drills, which they haven't done yet, the disparity is eye-popping. And it's like, at least this guy looks really athletic. He's got really long arms. And I'm looking at right guard, Spencer Burford, rookie, looks impressive. Then you look at left guard, Aaron Banks, and you're like, I don't know. So, I mean, it's a little early to draw any conclusions, but I can see what they see in Burford, and just looking at them side by side, I like Burford.
That's interesting that you say that, because that was literally what I was going to ask you as a follow-up, is who looked more impressive. That's interesting. That's very interesting.
Like a better athlete. But, I mean, football is part athleticism, part toughness, right? And you can't show that in these practices without pads. So we'll see what Burford's made of, but we'll also see what Banks is made of. Biggest surprise day one is this 20. He turned 22 last week. I think he's the youngest player in the team. And
that's wild.
He might be starting.
That's absolutely crazy. Definitely a curveball there on day one. All right. Well, let's move on to.
See, Charlie says, "Hey Grant, feel free to refer to the Jimmy stands as Jimmy Jerkers." I don't get it. Like,
I don't either.
Like 2009 jerking in LA.
You're like a jerk.
There, Dougie. Did you do your 4 hours of independent study?
He has all week, Gammon. I know it's built into Grant's contract as well, but he has all week to finish it.
Bear with me. Jay Sports Enthusiast says, Grant, fix the right side, cornrows on the right side of your head. Reminds me of Malibu's Most Wanted. Represent. Love the show, man. Keep killing it. Malibu's Most Wanted was a underrated movie. Funny movie. Thank you. That Niner guy says Burford was a 4-star recruit, went to UTSA to stay home, close to home, played right guard, right tackle, and left tackle, had really good tape against Power 5 team. Dude's a player. It seems like it. It looks like he's going to be a starter, and he might be their best guard.
Showed up early.
Wow. Lockerist, look, curious says, "Hey Iggy, little cash to pay for that new streaming gear. Fight the urge to spend it on another one of those sweet Niner jackets. Jesse, I'm missing those sweet purple shades. Thank you. Oh yeah, you got to bring the
Listen,
purple shades.
well, I'll be honest with you. I actually lost those purple shades when my family was in town, man. I lost them on the river, so they're not coming back.
The river is just where your shades go to die.
Yeah.
C. Turley says Panthers beat writer Sheena Quick said Debo's deal is being announced soon for $70 million guaranteed. Sweet. $70 million. Wow. Nice. Good for him.
That's interesting. Okay, great.
Let's go. Hopefully it happens
Good for
during the
him.
show so we can talk about it.